Before the break, I read a handwritten letter from Jay in Beverly Hills who was worried about hair loss, as if we don't know who wrote that letter. Jay is the executive producer of our show, and Jay, I know you're back there. Come out here, come on.
What's up, Jay? You're busted. It was you. Dr. J.
You just wanted to get onto the table with us, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I had these stools made. I've never even said them. What good is it writing a letter if you guys are going to rat me out, bring me out here?
Well, you know, we want to get you help.
Well, I have, I think, a fairly legitimate question. We have a little bit of hair loss in my family.
Really?
I mean, minor, you know, it's really more of a thinning problem than it is a loss problem. But seriously, I'm wondering, am I going to lose my hair? Because everybody says that it's from your mom's side and it skips a generation. But when you got a dad that's as bald as mine,
You've got concerns.
mild to moderate concern.
You want to plan ahead a little bit.
A little bit, yes.
Well, lucky for you, Jay, we knew we were getting this question. We have Dr. Craig Zerian here. He's an expert in this field. Dr. Zerian, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
So I'm sitting here looking at Jay's hair, and it looks pretty full to me. Maybe a little bit receding hairline, but overall, a little. Teeny weeny.
That.
Jay, you're looking pretty good right now. Miniaturizing maybe a little bit.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
You're looking good.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
What?
It's important to realize that male pattern hair loss is polygenic, which means it can come from the genes both the mother's side and the father's side.
Oh, you're screwed.
So equal. Well, interestingly enough, there's been one gene called the autosomal androgen receptor gene, and this gene is actually linked to the woman's side. And if you have a variant for this, a high-risk variant, you have a 70% chance of becoming bald. But again, with this androgen receptor gene, it's linked to the mother's side. So that's good news for you, probably.
Right. But you have seen my dad, right?
Yeah, I think you probably should hold on to my card.
Yeah, exactly.
There's actually a test now. This is a genetic test we call HairDX. And this can actually be performed with a simple swab of the mouth. We just do the inner cheek. And actually, it tests for that androgen receptor gene.
I don't know if I want to know.
Yeah. Well, it's not 100%, but if you have that high-risk variant, you have a greater than 70% chance of developing that baldness.
What causes it, though? Because, like, I've tried all the shampoos and the creams and do those work at all?
Well, the #1 cause is heredity, so it's in your genetics. But one of the reasons to do this test is if you find that you're high risk, then you can start preventative treatment early.
So are you
sure, though, that your dad has a problem with hair loss? Maybe he does this on his own.
You know what? Maybe he never had it. I mean, I don't know. I don't have a picture of him with hair. Hey, Dad, we were just sitting around talking about how good the Dr. Phil show is this year.
You know, they say Hollywood's a small town, Paramount's a small lot. And I got drift that you were up here talking about the Chrome Dome here, so I just thought I would stop by. What are you whining about now?
I'm not whining. It's a very legitimate question. I mean, honestly.
He's just seeking good advice.
He doesn't want to lose one of those.
Hey, listen, this has worked for me. It's worked for me. I've done... I mean...
Well, like Travis was saying, you are so tall, nobody even sees the top of your head.
Yeah, wouldn't that be terrible if you got your mother's height and my hair? So everybody would be going, oh, yeah, too bad.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I read a study the other day that among men that said 70% of men would rather amputate a body part than go bald. Can you believe that?
Can we specify which body part?
No, there's nothing I would cut off to keep from going bald. I mean, I might trim my nails.
Yeah, because you've already lost your hair. For those of us who
Dr.
still
Phil, when
have
did
it.
you start losing your hair, if I
12.
may ask? So, Jay, you're in the clear. You've already made it past 12.
No,
You're
I was
good.
just talking about this the other day. This is the biggest jip I've ever had in my life. I don't drink at all. I never have. I mean, even in high school, I tried to get drunk, and all I got was brain damage. But I have been bald since I was like a kid. And so when I was in high school, I could walk into any liquor store anywhere and buy half of the place, and I don't drink. I mean...
What I see really with Dr. Phil is really just a very wide central part.
Right.
I agree. This is a reverse mohawk. It could come in.
Hey, maybe it'll catch on.
Yeah. Well,
But you know, based on Dr. Ziering's recommendations, we've created a computer-imaged look for you of how you are going to progress as you get a little bit older.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I want to see. This is Jay Bald, are you saying? Let's see this.
You know, this is...
No.
The computer never lies.
He looks like he should be on Star Trek.
I like it.
I have so much sympathy for you now. I'm so sorry.
No, this is not a good look for you. You're right. Is there anything he can do to keep from that?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we would...
Call you.
Yeah.
Get a hat.
We have the card.
I'm curious, if you haven't gone bald by a certain age, are you, out of the woods or?
Well,
no?
really, 50% of men are experiencing their baldness by the age of 50, but it is true that people will continue to experience hair loss later on in life. Johnny Carson was a good example of that. But, Jay, you're in good shape. I mean, if you start early with early intervention, there's medical therapy, both topical, oral. We talked about the laser. And then, finally, surgically, with me in my office, we can do amazing things.
So there are ways to get hair back.
Absolutely.
Have you ever wondered what you would look like with hair?
No, I don't want it. At this point, it's a trademark.
Have you guys ever wondered what it would look like with hair?
That looks like I got a cat on my head.
If there was a used car salesman on The Simpsons, that's what it would look like.
Well, why isn't there any hair on the right side of my head?
It just
What is
needs
it,
a little
computer
right.
Would the
You're
computer
right.
guy's shift go up or what?
We don't pay overtime here, Dad.
I have to say,
apparently
you
not.
look much better in real life than that picture right there. And I think the moral of this story is, Jay, you have some hope. And I think Erica just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
You know what? My wife is here today, and she just saw.
She has a good head of hair.
She just saw
smiling
that
now.
picture. It's a good thing I got married before anybody saw that picture.
All right, now, Erica, what are you going to do if this, skips generations or something, and so you have a kid with a head like this?
Well, hopefully technology will be better by then.
There you
so
go.
I'm not
There
worried
we
about
go.
it.
That's the attitude.
We'll
And
find
I
a cure
love
right
you,
here in the
just
doctor.
the way you are, Phil, as well. So if Jay happens up just like you, then it's all good.
Yeah, right.
Stay a while.
Well, I don't know. I've heard some of these questions you've been asking, and, we've got a bunch of smart alecks working on this show. I guarantee you, I walk around backstage, and there's 6 stagehands back there, and they're all reading my book. They're all sitting back there reading my book, like, yeah, right, I believe that.
I would love to stay and help y'all answer questions, but when Travis just kind of breezed right over and we find sandwiches, I realize this is way out of my hands.
But great question, Jay. Thanks for bringing that to the forefront.
Appreciate it, Doctor.
Dr. Phil, thank you.
And if you ever want to be on TV, come do it. While he's here, let's put him to work just once. Can we get prompter and camera too?
While most men fear losing their...
See,
this is not easy. All right, while most men fear losing their hair, most women fear hair growing in all the wrong places. On their husbands. Now, we received an email from Andrea who writes, my husband Richard's extremely thick body hair, especially on his butt. I went to school 20 years for this. It's gotten thicker over the years, and I would love to get him to do something about it. Can you help? We're going to see what we can do to fix this hairy situation after I leave and they come back.